It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins' speedy running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Dolphins and the Commanders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
On second down, Tua. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago: 20 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here comes third down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Lincoln looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2nd and 4. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Lincoln. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Lincoln. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the Dolphins' 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Lincoln. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 6. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Lincoln. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to pass. Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. So Tua making the completion there. You know, what's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Tua. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a good call there. That brings up 4th. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw on 2nd down, Lincoln. This pass hauled in by Dotson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Looking to throw. Lincoln, and he fires one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Yeah, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lincoln looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown at the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll run for it with Achane. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and bunching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people are put in his direction. It just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lincoln. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down, Gaskin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got Jordan complete right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jeff Wilson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at his 7. 17-yard line.
A give running right, Gibson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Lincoln throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Lincoln. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but it's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lincoln, a short throw pulled in by Bellinger. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Lincoln, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Washington Commanders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Back to the ground with Gibson. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lincoln, a short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29.
Back to throw. Lincoln. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Lincoln. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Back to throw. Lincoln. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't No gain on the play that time as we have now reached the end of the third quarter of play. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin things here with Gaskin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
And they'll give this to a chance. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit them, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Lincoln. And this is incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
Back to throw. Lincoln. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the counter, Gibson calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back to the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move it. Sat there waiting for him and made the play. Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Lincoln. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Gaskin. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. It's taken to the 26. Now Washington down 24-17. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. Gets this to Gibson.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Back to Gibson on another catch for him. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He's got McLaurin, but he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And caught it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.